I've an awful funny feeling that this thought that's been a-stealing through my brain is not to be ignored, but to really tell the truth. Though I'm not a well-known sleuth, I honestly believe that you are bored. You've changed. That sparkle in your eyes is gone. Your smile is just a careless yawn. You're breaking my heart. You've changed. You've changed. Your kisses now are so blasé. You're bored with me in every way. I can't understand. You've changed. You've forgotten the words I love you. Each memory that we've shared, you've ignored every star above you. I can't realize that you ever cared. You've changed. You're not the angel I once knew. No need to tell me we're through. It's all over now. You've changed. You've forgotten the words I love you. Each memory that we've shared, you've ignored every star above you. I can't realize that you ever cared. You've changed. You're not the angel I once knew. No need to tell me. I know that we're through. It's all over now. You've changed. Well, it's all over now. You've changed.
Well, as they used to say, that was swell. That was really, really beautiful, Grace.
Thank you.
You have great time. Your phrasing is great. The tone, you have perfect pitch. Next, no, kidding.
I know, I'm a little like, what
Really,
do you say?
really, really beautiful job.
Thank you.
There's a number of spots where you're indicating. You're still indicating and showing that you're angry. You don't need to do it.
Okay.
You just don't need to do it because you're giving, you're communicating. I can't think of the word communicating. You're communicating great. And the one thing that, forgive me, made me laugh, you've forgotten the stars above you, and you're pointing, and you kept pointing and pointing, and it's like, that was, unless you're going to do, you've forgotten the stars above you, it's like, I mean, you don't, if you do that, you've forgotten the stars above you. Because otherwise you're pointing, and then you kept your hand up there, and it's like pointing and pointing, like, okay, we know where the stars are. You know what I mean? I mean, it became, again, when you do something like that, you've forgotten the stars above you. You know, then you let it go.
Right.
So you move on. Otherwise, you're kind of stuck. Now what do I do with my hand? You know, that kind of thing. You know, it's like, kind of, you know, like that. So you have to, so be mindful of that. And at the end of the verse, you can take a little time. I don't remember what the words are. And this is another wonderful legend, Mr. Tex Arnold. He played so beautifully. Would you do the maybe just do the whole verse, but yeah, that I honestly believe that you are bored. Because, again, it's holding it, people don't know what you're going to say. So if you just make them wait, you know, it's like you're waiting, you know, like, you know, on a TV show for them to open the envelope or whatever. I mean, it's like, make them wait. You know, everything is about tension. So would you do the verse again? Just go from the top, and I'll see if I can find more things to annoy you. So.
I've an awfully funny feeling that this thought that's been a-stealing through my brain.
Now you can do. Now you went. I have an awful funny feeling that this thought's that's been a-stealing. Take your time. Okay. I have an awful funny feeling that this thought that's been a-stealing through my brain. See, you can get more out of that.
Right.
I have an awful funny feeling that this thought that's been a-stealing through my brain. You know.
Okay.
Then you're coming up with those thoughts in the moment. They aren't lyrics you've memorized. You're telling us the story as you're thinking of it.
Right.
That's what those pauses help do.
Okay. Thank you.
I've an awful funny feeling that this thought that's been a-stealing through my brain.
You don't need to even do that, because you don't need to indicate.
Right.
Trust that because this is intimate. This is saying it's intimate. Keep it intimate. Keep it simple, because you have a whole
Save it, yeah.
you have a lot coming.
Okay.
I've an awful funny feeling that this thought that's been a-stealing through my brain is not to be ignored, but to really tell the truth. Though I'm not a well-known sleuth, I honestly believe that you are bored.
And then wait.
You've changed.
Yeah. See how that gives you all that. There's all those things you can do with it. And I have an awful funny feeling that what's the lyric? Because my mind is. What are the words? I have an awful funny feeling
that this thought that's been a-stealing through my brain is not to be ignored.
Ignored. And then, what's the next line?
But to really tell the truth, though I'm not a well-known sleuth.
Okay, because you went, but to really tell, you've been clipping the end, but to really tell the truth, though I'm not a well-known sleuth.
Sleuth. What a word.
You can hold the end of the phrases out because you've been clipping, you clip the end of each phrase. So one of them, hold it out a little bit. Sleuth. Yeah, those are all the little tricks that we use.
Right.
And the fact that you're saying the word bored is a surprise. Like, wait, it's not funny, but it rhymes with ignored. But it's been such a long phrase that we don't quite track what you're gonna say. That you are bored. Like what? Like let that your eyebrow raise at something. Like it's not just you're bored. It's like. It's almost like, really? You're bored with me? I'm amazing. Right.
Yeah,
or whatever.
We have no idea what's going to be coming. You could have been,
some
it's like,
opinion on
you're Henry Ford.
Yeah, right. Right.
Right.
Yeah, it could be anything. So.
And I almost like, is it that you are? Yeah, that you, pause after are. You are bored, instead of you are bored.
Yeah, you could try
I think
that
you
too.
are, pausing before bored
Yeah,
makes it funnier.
you have options.
Okay.
So
One more time from the
Okay.
top, what are we doing?
I've an awful funny feeling that this thought that's been a-stealing through my brain is not to be ignored, but to really tell the truth, though I'm not a well-known sleuth, I honestly believe that you are bored.
Nice,
happy birthday to
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
It's funny how oftentimes the verse, we spent so much time with a few of you did, we spent so much time on that verse, this sets up the whole song. And it's the conversation before the croon, you know? So that's why sometimes it takes so much effort to set it up correctly so that then you have the right story to tell. But your tone really is beautiful, and I loved your storytelling, and you had this perfect balance of looking, and you're very, very musical. The instrument you have is divine. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think, like, literally what else to...
Well, you want to go through do the last part of it again so we can hear? Say, you've forgotten the words.
You've forgotten the words, I love you. Each memory that we've shared, you've ignored every star above you. I can't realize that you ever cared. You've changed. You're not the angel I once knew. No need to tell me we're through. It's all over now. You've changed. Well, it's all over now. You changed.
It's really beautiful. Thank
You got it.
you. I know. I think, like, there's something to be said, like, you know, Mike, and I'm learning from this too, is that you're like, you don't need to try so hard. Because part of me was gonna say, like, find one moment to be angry about the fact that he's changed. Like, find one moment to just go there. And then you're like, you don't need to. And you're like, oh, okay. So I think it's like finding that balance of, like, trusting that the lyrics are doing it for you, while also being able to feel all the feelings, like, at the same time.
Right.
I think it's different as a performer. We want to, you know, sometimes overdo it. I probably overdo it sometimes. But it's like there's simplicity, there's power in simplicity as well. So it's like finding that balance, especially with a song like this. Really beautiful. Well done.
Well, thank you very much. Of course.
Thank you, Grace.
Thank